title. We're talking none other than Bruce Shu Shu Carrington from Brooklyn is in the building all the way over here in Las Vegas, so he'll be coming into the studio right now. Talk some boxing with us. He has a fight this weekend, correct? On Top Rank show?
No. He's on the Puerto Rican Day card in New York.
So you're just holding camp out here?
He just got out here for camp.
Okay.
What's up, you guys?
How are you, champ?
I'm doing good.
Good to have you in studio finally, man.
Yes, sir. Same here.
So you've turned professional now.
Yep. 3-0, 2 knockouts, and we're ready to take over the whole 126 division by storm.
One big viral knockout too, right?
I'd say the last two have caught some attention. I'd say both of them have caught some attention. But champ, what's that been like being able to, obviously have some viral moments so early in your professional career?
I mean, like it's definitely been life-changing in a way, because now a lot of people has been noticing me back at home, and like there was like an incident where I was driving through Brooklyn, and I'm at a stop at a red light, and the dude that was walking across the street, he's just like looking into the car, he's noticing, oh, that's Bruce Carrington. Oh, what's up, Bruce Carrington?
That's
and he
what's
give me a 5 through the window and everything like that. He's telling this girl, oh my God, Bruce Carrington. So I'm getting more and more of those moments now that I've had those viral moments. That's what's up, though.
So you've been doing this a long time. For those that don't know, man, let them know how long ago you've started. How many amateur fights?
Well, I started back when I was about 7 years old. I have 286 fights, amateur fights.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was the 2016 Olympic alternate for the U.S. team. I was supposed to qualify for the 2020 Olympic team, but the pandemic had messed up the qualifications for that, so I wasn't able to go to Tokyo. But now, like, I'm here in my, I believe, 17th year, 18th year in boxing, and 25 years old and ready to do what I got to do, man.
For sure. So I have been asking myself this question, wondering for a long time, and obviously you're here, so I gotta ask, what am I missing? Something? Was someone else your trainer throughout your amateur career, or was Sosa? And if Sosa was, why did he not become why did you choose not to have him as your professional trainer?
Well, Sosa was definitely, he was my trainer for a large duration of my amateur career, but it was just a business decision, with the team with my team that I have, in order to make that change and go with K Karoma. But me and Sosa, we still tight. It's nothing personal. Like, I see Sosa every day, like we family and everything like that. But like I said, it was just like a certain decision that I felt like I had to make. And my team, we all agreed.
So what was it about K that you felt you needed to link up with him? What does he bring to the table that I guess meshed well with you?
Well, like I noticed with K, like he's very, very technical. Like, you see him work with guys like Shakur Stevenson. He's worked with Keyshawn Davis, and I've been around with K like years, around the way too. So it was just something that I just always noticed that meshed well with my style. And, the time that he puts in and the passion that he puts into the sport is like no other. And to be honest, it was like a no-brainer to go with him.
Was it a difficult decision for you? Obviously, because again, on the outside looking in, I'm like, damn, he been with you since you 7, and it's like now you a pro.
No, he was with me since I was 7.
Okay.
I've had different coaches. Like, Sosa was actually my 3rd coach by the time I got to him. Yeah. So.
And how long were you with him?
I was with Sosa for about, I don't know, maybe 7 years. Maybe probably a little longer than that, to be honest. But yeah, it was just like I said, it was just like it was definitely hard. You know what I mean? It was definitely a tough decision because it's the boxing world, they have this whole like loyalty thing that they have, and stick with one coach. But then also, again, you see a lot of boxers as well switch different coaches to better themselves in the sport of boxing and reach different levels in sport of boxing and learn other things. So that was just kind of the thing that I really felt like I had to do in order to get to this next level. And you're seeing the differences in these fights that I'm having.
And did that decision have anything to do with the stable, right? Like, at one point, I mean, you guys had Jarrell, Big Baby Miller in there. Lennox Allen, Shakur Steve, Chris
yeah,
Colbert,
yeah.
Richardson Hitchens.
Yeah.
Like, there was a lot of talent. Now Hitchens is not there.
Yeah.
Nikita Abba Ali is not there.
Yeah.
Rashad Mati and it looks like Colbert are still there. Even Jarrell is not there.
Yeah.
And now you're not there.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, what did that have anything to do with it? That like the people you kind of grew up with are no longer there or no?
Nah, they ain't never had nothing to do with it for me. For me, it was just honestly, like I said, my own decision because you know, we just decided to just go with K, man. Like, you know, K has been like a family member to me since I was a little kid, and he kind of knew me in a different way and knew what it took for me to get to the next level. And also, I spent a lot of time with him when I was on the USA team as well, too. I was training with him while I was getting ready for the Pan American Games. I was training with him while I was getting ready to qualify in the 2020 for the Olympics and everything. So he just, like, I noticed, like, it was just a certain passion with him, bro. And it was something that I was craving. It's something that I really needed. And, you know, not to say that Sosa is not a passionate coach, but it's like K just brought something different to the table that I just couldn't deny.
And the sparring has to be better with K because obviously you get here, you got the top ranked gym. I mean, every now and then Shakur comes through. You got Keyshawn. I mean, there's just a lot of
talent.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that hangs around K.
Yeah.
Or trains with
And
K.
and not just around K, but I feel like throughout Vegas, I'm sure finding sparring is the easiest thing, or easier than probably New York.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm addicted to Vegas because of that. It's like one thing I learned just from my first camp out here. It's like a fight. It's really the fight capital for real. When they say it's the fight capital, it's for real the fight capital because of the fact that it's so many different gyms in a certain, you know, mile radius, and in those gyms it's top fighters, and yeah, it's definitely something that you're gonna crave if you want to get to that next level. You want to get to that elite level because it's nothing but good work out here, like you said.
It's true.
And I think
so many gyms, like Bones has a good amount of known pros that go through there. Then you got Salas, who has a handful of very known Latinos that go through there. Then Top Rank has their own, you know, very hotbed of talent. So it's a lot of little gyms here, and we haven't even hit all of them. I mean, I know Danny has, but there's still DLX, Jorge Capetillo, where we was at yesterday.
Mayweather, obviously, City Athletic.
Yeah.
So many.
Shit,
man.
we
You're
opening our own, so we in the mix. Nah, but yeah, it's a lot of great work out here. I'm curious to know who has given you your best work here.
I mean, well,
Or what's your favorite work?
My favorite work, I would say, my favorite work is guys like Keyshawn and Shakur. Like those guys, I would tell you right now, Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson, them two guys, they make me think more than a lot of people because my strong suit is my IQ when I go in the ring, and those guys make me think more than anybody. You know, I really have to play chess and do out of the box type of punches sometimes in order to just, you know, catch them a few times, and it's always kind of like a chess match between all three of us. So yeah, no, I love the work from them two guys.
When I say Tito Mercado, what comes to mind?
Oh, it's Tito Mercado.
Oof. He's a guy that says Shakur needs to stay in his lane.
I told Ernesto. Ernesto, I know about Tito, but I actually saw y'all post that. That's it. Yeah,
Do you know Ernesto?
I mean, I've seen the guy. Like I've seen him.
Not in the amateur circuit though.
I mean, no. I've seen him in the amateurs. Like he was in the Olympic trials in the 2020 with us, and I believe he was in Keyshawn's weight class, Keyshawn Davis' weight class. I think they were supposed to fight in the finals, but I don't know what happened with that one.
He talking like he want that Keyshawn smoke.
I think they were supposed to fight in Bulgaria after the finals too, but I don't know what happened with that.
What's a walkout?
Like,
in the amateurs, what that mean?
I mean, well, no, it's a walkover.
Oh, walkover.
Yeah, walkover. Walkover basically like when one fighter is there to fight, but the other fighter is not there to fight. So I don't know if you probably see that on the internet, like you see, like
so that's
Keyshawn was there, but I don't know where with Tito Mercado was.
So if I remember correctly, he's like yeah, it was a walkover, but they didn't really want the fight. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm not really too familiar with walkovers, but it seemed you the one with the law. So
yeah, like listen, Keyshawn had the spot on the team, so you know he was there, and he wasn't. So I don't know. From my understanding too, it happened twice because, like I said, there was a qualification period after the Olympic trials where we had to go and fight in Bulgaria and stuff like that and really lock in our spot on the team. Keyshawn went. He didn't. So, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what to say about that. I ain't saying he ducking. I ain't saying that he probably had his own plans. From what my understanding was, I think he wanted to go and fight for his home country anyway. So, but that's the thing. But I don't know. He's coming on here talking all that smack and all that smoke, and he wants Keyshawn. So it could be something interesting to see.
he said Keyshawn then cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he talking big talk, but I mean that's what you expect from fighters, though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fighters, they're gonna talk that big talk. They're gonna, you see Keyshawn doing his thing, getting notoriety. You see Shakur with all of the belts. He calling the top names, man, and that's what these fighters are gonna do.
How do those fights play out? Is he on a level?
I've never seen him fight. I don't know.
Oh wow.
No, I've never seen him fight. I don't know. So, I mean, you asking the wrong guy here. I'm not sure.
So for you though, you got Puerto Rican Day weekend, right? You gonna be on the card?
No. I fight the weekend after Puerto Rican Day weekend.
Oh, you're on the Joe Smith.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I'm on that card.
You on the Joe Smith and Better Beef card? Okay.
In a way, like I was kind of upset a little bit at Top Rank when they put me in the weekend after the Puerto Rican Day thing. But then again, I thought about it. I'm like, nah, I think they kind of hooked me up because they noticed my first fight. Well, no, excuse me, my last fight when I fought in the Garden, they had me at the third bout. And I kind of packed the house at the third bout of the night. And that's kind of like rare to see. Once they noticed that they got me pushed up in the car, now I'm the fight before the co-main event. They noticed like, I bring a lot of people. So I think that now being that they gave me that weekend by myself, to see how many people that I can really bring and really put in the seats and stuff like that coming up in June 18th by myself and not use the help of the Puerto Rican Day Parade with Edgar Berlanga and Xander and so forth, you know?
Well, I think that if they saw you were able to sell tickets, they know Edgar and Xander gonna do that.
Yeah.
They like, they got that weekend,
right.
let's get Shu.
Weekend. Yeah, exactly.
And then, obviously, Joe Smith, he gonna bring his people out as well, and I'm sure you're gonna have... I know New York
definitely gonna be in the building.
Yes.
Back-to-back weekends for real.
That's good though. That's good. So are you planning to go out there a bit early, maybe to watch that? Be there for that fight?
I'm gonna definitely be there the day before June 11th. I'm gonna definitely be there June 10th. I'm just I'm a little against the wall about going to the fight just because I'm gonna be fighting the next weekend, and I don't know if I really want the people to see me before then. I probably just want to just stay in a hotel, just keep grinding, and then pop out when it's time for fight, to be honest, because I'm not really there. My mind ain't really focused on going out and stuff like that while I'm that deep into camp and then I'm right there about a fight. So I'm just on a wall. I'm not sure yet. I didn't make my decision, but I'm trying to just feel it out.
Now, for you, you said that you're loving Vegas. Obviously, great sparring and things like that.
Definitely, I plan on moving here in the next couple of years.
That was gonna be the question. That was gonna be the question because I know you and your father, very proud Brooklyn natives, and Brownsville specifically. Yeah. So I was curious.
Shout out Pop.
I was wondering where is your dad?
Yeah, he's out of town right now handling some business. Manager work. You know what I mean? He doing his thing. Helping selling tickets and selling.
Where Kenneth ain't come with you?
Say it again. Oh, he's supposed to. Kenny Sims, he was supposed to be here. I don't know why.
Yeah, no. So he hit me last night like, yeah, I'm gonna pull up with Shu, and I was like, not to take away from you or him. I was like, that's cool. But I still wanted to give him his own, show.
Yeah. That's respectable. That's
just because we want to give you your time, we want to give him his time. I know he got a fight coming up.
June 4th.
Things like that.
But I was hoping for him to come through because I heard you got to see him spar Devin.
Oh yeah. Dang, you just always hearing stuff through the grapevine. What's up with you? Who your sources, huh?
Connected,
Who
man.
your sources,
connected, man?
We the sources.
And I heard that was very good.
Nah, it was some really good sparring. Them guys, they always challenge each other, man. You know, it's just elite work versus elite work. You know what I mean? What you expect. You know, they both, you know, have their moments where they get out on each other, and it's something to see. It's a sight to see every single time.
We had Frank. Hold on really quick because this is kind of feeding into that. We have Frank Steer in here, and we asked him, we're like, yo, a lot of talent in that gym. Who do you feel is, you know, I guess stands out? And you know, he mentioned Shakur, he mentioned you, and he mentioned Kenny Sims. And I know Kenny, so I know, you know, what he's able to do. But the fact that he mentioned them, for me was great, right? Because it gives him his credit, you know, when a lot of people aren't giving it to him. I know you guys are really close and get a lot of work in side by side in the gym. You know, what's that like to have somebody of that level? Because I'm sure y'all just push each other. You know, it's like, all right, now Kenny sparred 6. All right, I'm doing another round. Yeah. You know,
Kenny like my big brother for like he been, you know, guiding me and helping me along the way for some years now. And but yeah, we always push each other, man. We just, you know, go running together. You know, we push each other even sparring. Like, you know, when he's sparring, I'm going out and, you know, yelling out instructions to him, vice versa. Man, working with that, like I've noticed like with Kenny recently as well too, like he had like this hunger in him, like, you know, especially after that Elvis fight when he fought Elvis, like he's just showing that, you know, he's got something to prove, and you know, he's letting everybody know like I can beat the top level guys in the weight division, man. Like you see, like what he did with his competition. A lot of guys are ducking him now because of that, and I hope in his fair time he get his fair shake. I mean, because he's been in the game for a while now, and you know, he just, you know, sometimes he'll have like lulls of no fights and whatever sometimes because guys not really trying to get in the ring with him. But man, listen, that dude is something special, and I'm telling you right now, he's definitely like, if they put him in rotation to get a belt or something like that, he's definitely gonna be a top contender and ready to get that belt.
So based off what you know from Sims and what you've seen from that session with him and Haney, is Haney prepared for what he has to face in 2 weeks with George Kambosos?
Yeah, Haney's sharp. He's definitely 100% prepared for that fight. Like I'm really liking how he looks. One thing I always liked about Haney, like he doesn't have to be the fastest dude. He don't even have to be the most athletic dude. But you know that he has so many tools in his toolbox from the people that he's learned from Mayweather, from
Virgil
Hunter, and all these different people that I saw him like training with as he was getting up in age and getting up through his boxing career. Like that kid is special, man, and like there's a reason why he's in a position that he's in now because of the way he fights. And one thing I always loved too, right? He really loved the sport. Like the money ain't an object to him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't come from no gutter, you know what I'm saying? He ain't come from the trenches and all that like a lot of us boxers do. Boxing is really a poverty man sport, a poor man sport. And he ain't really come from that background for his pops always, you know, he had him around, he had him, you know, he situated him right from the start of his life. But you could tell like he just loved the sport. Outside of, he don't gotta, I fight for my family, I fight for like he got that real genuine love to where he fight, he work out like he a broke man. He work out, he ain't got to like, he ain't got a dollar in his pocket. Like,
bro, I never seen nobody shadow box like him. I never seen nobody shadow box that intense. I've been to a lot of jobs. I've been doing this almost 11 years or 12. And the way he punching as he shadow boxes, like if it's a dude in front of me, he really trying to fight. I'm like,
yeah,
the fuck is going on? Sweat flying.
Like
I'm like,
he's like that, yo.
Damn, you only shadow boxing because you used to seeing people shake out. You know, they looking all smooth. He's like,
real intense. Yeah.
But he looking, you know, the same way he would. You know,
he looks good doing it, but it's just faster. It's not like shaking out. It's not just, you know, shadow boxing. It's like some intense, you know, anaerobic, I need to burn calories type shit.
Right.
But so I hear you was trying to help Mr. Sims from the outside.
Yeah. Yo, who's telling you all of this, bro? Yo,
I hear you was like
yo,
the
somebody
coach.
is snitch.
Whoa. That, we just know things. We know things.
We got little birdies.
Nah, listen, I don't care though. Yeah, you're right. I don't care. Yo, bro, Devin got a whole crowd around him every single time he going to the gym and spar.
Yeah.
He having a whole hype man. Yo,
he had church there.
Yo, dude, that hype man is funny though. He be having his little rhythms and rhymes and all that. I be like, I like that dude.
Church tight.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna talk my talk for my man Kenny. I don't care if it's one of me and 100 of them. I'm gonna still do my
that's
thing.
what's up.
I don't care. Yeah, that's a fact. But I had to.
Yo, that's gotta be so intense though. Like, I mean, man, like sparring and then having people, being hecklers on the outside. Like that's. I mean, I guess it prepares you for the big fight.
Right, that's
too.
what I was about to say. It definitely does do that.
It might be even worse. Granted, you ain't gonna have thousands and thousands of people there, but you're not gonna have guys on the apron talking shit and yelling.
That's facts
you know what I'm
too.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, and then think about it too. Obviously, sparring, at worst is 3 minutes, 30 seconds off at worst. So you know what I'm saying? I think it almost prepares you more because, I've seen some shit in sparring sessions, and I'm sure Shu can attest to what you've seen throughout your days, man. Sparring is something else, especially I feel like at the top level.
Yeah,
At this
it's a
top
treat, man.
Yeah.
It's a treat to see. But I want to ask. I'm sure everyone wanted to sign you. You've been a declarated amateur for a long time. People were expecting you to go to the Olympics and all that greatness. What made you choose Top Rank? I know a close friend of yours, Richardson Hitchens, is with TMT. Then you got Nikita Abali with Dazn and Colbert with PBC.
Right.
So it's like you definitely knew of each entity through your personal friends. So what made you decide on Top Rank?
All right, so I'm going to give y'all a little timeline, right? So back in 2015, 2016, when I was an alternate for the U.S. team, I was thinking about turning pro. I was 19 at the time, and I was like, man, yeah, I'm going to go pros, this, that, and the third. A lot of young guys are going pro. All my friends are going pro. But at the same time, I'm like, at the time, I didn't really have international experience. I fought just nationwide. So I'm like, let me do my, a little international tournament and then see what's up. And I got humbled.
Where was that tournament?
This was in London, England, for the WSB. They said World Series of Boxing.
So no headgear.
No headgear. Oof. That was my first time.
And what size gloves?
It was 10-ounce gloves. 10-ounce gloves, but it wasn't my first time no headgear. But yeah, it was basically overseas, no headgear. But yeah, I fought in that, and I was like, wow. I was kind of puzzled because I always thought that I saw every style of fighting until I went over there and learned European style fighting and learned to do different styles of fighting. So I was like, all right, yeah, you know what? Let me take these next few years to really figure out what I want to do. And I decided to stay 4 years. Now, in them 4 years, all my friends are turning pro. I'm watching, all right, this one going to PBC. This one going to Top Rank. This one going to Dazn. They going to all the top guys. I'm like, all right, let me see how the path goes as the years goes on. And I'm noticing, all right, this one, not to do this, not to do that, checking off on the list and everything. And one thing I learned about Top Rank is one of those promotional companies that stands through the test of time. Like they've been there forever. They've been there forever. Back with Muhammad Ali days. You know what I'm saying?
Before. Fucking Bob promoted Evel Knievel jumping the Grand Canyon on a motorcycle.
I ain't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, Bob's been around.
So when it comes to that, and I think the selling point for me was during the pandemic. They were the first ones to
open up their own
bubble and have fights consistently day after day after day. Then I saw what they did for Jared Anderson, how they had him on there. Then I saw how they had Xander, how many times they had him on there. I'm like, yeah, nah, like these guys in terms of like building. But
you didn't think to yourself, Jared is a heavyweight. Heavyweight brings out the casuals. Xander's Puerto Rican. Top Rank loves them some Puerto Ricans and Mexicans.
Nah, I didn't really think about it like that, to be honest, because I thought about ESPN. You have that strong ESPN platform. That's how they sell you. My thing is always to promote myself. Like I love promotion. Like a lot of promotional companies will sell you money, but you know their promotion is not that well. You know, but like Top Rank has the best promotion. They have the best promotion when it comes to ESPN. You're gonna have all of these people watch you fight. You see my last knockout, it went on SportsCenter Top 10. I'm on ESPN, ESPN2. You have all of these casual people that's not even boxing fans watching me fight. Like that's something that I wanted. That's something that I always looked forward to, so that I can become a household name in a certain period of time. And I felt like Top Rank was the promotional company to do that for me.
But Shu Shu, how did you know that your situation would be different from Terrence Crawford, who is in a lawsuit with them, and he's considered pound for pound number one, arguably. So the talent was there, but somehow he wasn't satisfied.
I think I bring a little something different to the table. My fans. I got Brownsville on my back. I got Brooklyn, New York all on my back. So I think that right there brings a little bit more oomph to it. You know, we're coming into the game. Like, this is my third fight, and I could sell a lot of seats. You know, so I think that right there, that speaks pretty loudly. And two, you got to take risks. Like, just because, you know, something doesn't go well with one person doesn't mean it's not going to go well for me. And that's how I kind of look at things for you know what I mean? It is what it is. What happened with Terrence Crawford, I see what's up. I definitely note it. And, you know, I just try to just kind of stay optimistic in a way to, you know, and take the risk. You have to take a risk. And that's one thing I was just willing to do with dealing with Top Rank.
So when you say it's promotion, what would you be doing different to promote yourself, to put yourself out there, hypothetically, that other fighters aren't doing or wouldn't do?
I mean, well, I wouldn't say some things that I would do that other fighters aren't doing. I mean, like, but social media is a thing that you could just promote yourself regardless. Like, I notice like a lot of promotional companies, they'll promote certain fighters when it's ready for them, when they're about to fight. Me, I'm going to keep my fans busy by, you know, posting my training or going live, interacting with fans, or even posting little funny skits and TikToks or whatever, you know, it's little stuff like that, just to give them a little, different side of me and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, basically just you being you. I feel that with a lot of boxers, what we get is like, you know, we get their boxing side, and then we don't really know who they are outside of boxing. But for you, I was going to say, not just are you interacting on social media, but I know that it's very important for you. I know you guys were just at the pizza spot selling tickets and shit. Yeah. You know, why is it important to still remain very close to your roots and to be able to, you know, because they could go on Ticketmaster. Yeah, you know, you don't got to go to the pizza spot and sell the tickets yourself. So why is that important for you?
Man, it's something. It's kind of just a way to have
with the people.
Yeah, exactly. It's a way to connect with the people, man. You know, a lot of people don't always see me. Like I'm usually just tucked in away in the house sometime, or just in the gym. Like the gym in the house, that's my day to day. So it's like when they do get a chance to see me, if I get, you know, when I get the opportunity, you know, I would hope that my fans would be happy to, you know, want to interact and, you know, and get to see me. And when I went to go sell them tickets, you know, that happened, and I was like really happy to do that. And I plan on doing that again and again as, you know, I have fights. Oh yeah, big shout out to Napoli Pizza, Rockaway, Livonia Ave, and Barbershop. He's also selling tickets over there at 139 Schenectady Ave in Brooklyn, New York. I gotta put that in there.
No, absolutely,
for sure, man. So many fighters don't understand that, like, that's a separate check. Your sponsorships and your endorsements. Yeah. You're not fighting for that. Yeah, you're fighting to make sure you keep that. But is it funny to you that that Devin is younger than all of you guys?
Nah, it's not funny to me. Nah, but he's been in the game. He's been in the game.
23. Like, you're older. Shakur's older. Yeah. Everybody's older. Keyshawn's older.
Yeah, but see the thing, I think he turned pro before everybody.
Yeah, 17.
He was fighting in Mexico, and building his name and building his record and stuff like that. So, he's ahead of the game because he did that. You know what I mean? And plus his dad helping him out with promotion and stuff. I remember seeing videos of him sparring, and they used to like edit the clips where he would just be hitting the guy, poof, 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 punch by punch. Like, I'm like, dang, like Devin beating the dude up. Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? So they know what they was doing. Like, that's one thing I can say though. Like, Devin and his pops, they know what they was doing in terms of promoting him.
Even like for you, Ness, I think he was maybe 12 or 13 on that video with Floyd, which at that time you were a very small channel, and that shit did like 900,000 views because it was like,
Because he was a 12-year-old doing pad work with Floyd Sr.
You know
what I mean? And he was good at 12. Like, he looked like he looks now, damn near on the pads. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, got to get this.
Yo, but it's who he learned from. Like I said, he learned from some greats. Roy Jones and Floyd Sr., Floyd Jr.,
Mike McCollum. Look, let me tell you, Bill is, shout out to Bill. What you say, Bill Haney? Because he just randomly pops up. But Bill's a good friend of the show. And, I'm going to be honest with you. One of the most impressive or memorable moments I've had in boxing was in front of this building. Bill literally broke down what they've learned from each trainer that they use. And as Bill's doing it,
you can see
I'm seeing it. And Shu, there's probably not a fighter that I've been in camp with more than Devin. So I've seen hundreds of rounds of sparring, and I'm seeing everything Bill is doing. I'm like, damn, I've seen Devin do this time and time again. But it was so impressive.
He showed us the little Virgil Hunter, Andre Ward move, and I'm like, oh yeah, I do be seeing Devin do that.
But no, and it's like you said, he's like, it was, and then this from Floyd, Mike McCullum, and it was like literally everything. I'm like, they literally learned a bit from everybody and actually use it and apply it to this day.
I was at who we had last night? Maybe the Maloneys from Australia. I was asking them, like, and I want to ask you, do you think that's good or bad? Because, like, some might say putting him in a different camp with all these different trainers could confuse him, and he has no real identity because you keep showing him different styles. And every trainer wants to show you their style. They want to show you how they fight or how you should fight in their eyes. So what's your thoughts on working with so many different elite level trainers?
One thing I would say is it's all about the trainer's approach as well too, because some trainers, let's say if you go to them, they want to mold you into the style, like you said, that they want you to fight, but then some trainers want you to implement the style that they give you into your own style. So it's all about the trainer's approach and how and making sure that they don't force you into fighting the way that they want you to fight. Like, that's why it's worked so well with Devin. And also it's on a fighter's responsibility to learn to adapt, to take from this coach, to take from that coach, to take from that coach, and then make it his own style. So that's how I kind of look at it. I don't think that every fighter is capable of making that adaptation, but for the ones that do, like Devin and myself, it works well for them.
What was your reaction when you heard that Devin had signed the deal with Top Rank and that the fight was made, and hearing what the deal was, that, he goes to Australia, wins, has to go back for the rematch, one-way rematch clause, and then the third fight would be Loma potentially on pay-per-view.
I didn't even know about that rematch clause going back to Australia.
That's 2 times.
That's wild.
And it's a one-way rematch, so it's only for George.
That's crazy. I didn't know about that. Wow.
Did you know that his father can't go to Australia?
Yeah, I know about that. I know about the pops not being able to go out there.
Has your father always been in your corner? And
always.
If not,
always.
Okay,
100%.
So have you never missed a fight without him?
Nah, never.
Oh,
yeah.
So how would you have handled this? Would you still go to Australia?
Fact, no, I mean, well, I don't know. Like, as a pro, I haven't. Amateurs, yeah, I have, because being a USA team, you travel without my pops and everything like that. But as a pro, I don't plan on not having him around.
So what would you have done in this situation? Would you have missed the flight to kind of threaten the government to help you get a...
Because and that was another thing.
Because that's what I said. Fucking miss the flight. See what they gonna do.
Shu, and he didn't even know about the rematch. So that's another thing. So the Victorian government, which is where the fight's taking place in Melbourne, which is in Victoria, Australia, they, before the fight, they requested that they show like proof of vaccination before.
Bill and Devin show proof of vaccination within 48 hours, or the fight would have been off.
And it's and it's within 48 hours of me telling you. So it's like, the fight's crazy. Not for another month and a half, 2 months. Why do we have to show it right now? Like, we signed the dotted line, whatever. So that was our thing. If you're gonna get involved with that, and the Victorian government's also putting up money, how couldn't you get involved
with a 2-day visa? Because look, obviously Mike Tyson got denied once upon a time in 2001, but in 2012 they let him in. Right. There is a such thing as a tourist visa, a work visa, and they can give them a 3 or 2 day, exempt pass. Which Haney's father would obviously need.
Yeah.
Because I mean, in reality, shit.
I just think it's unfortunate.
No, it is unfortunate.
Yeah, big time.
I mean,
really
30 years ago, you do something and you're still paying for it today.
Pay the price for it then.
And I wanted to, you know, when we first heard this yesterday, we were,
2 days ago?
Yeah, we were driving to California to Robert Garcia's gym, and I'm just like, man, America doesn't let you forget your past. And it's like, wait, this is not even America.
Right.
It's a completely different country. So it's this world that is hell-bent on bringing up a person's past. You know, I mean, 30 years ago, look at what he's done. He's been
Devin wasn't even born. Like,
honestly, if you think about Bill, he's one of the best managers in boxing. And if you can't categorize him as one of the best managers, then you can definitely say one of the best father managers, right? Because what he's been able to do for Devin is unheard of.
It's unbelievable, yeah.
And it's unfair that he put all this groundwork and now at the big moment, he can't be with his son. That's heartbreaking.
Yeah, man. That really sucks, you know, for the undisputed, you know, belts and everything like that. But honestly, for me, if it was for me, let's say if, you know, we dotted every I, crossed every T, and we still couldn't have my dad come out there, like, I would have to do what Devin is doing and handle work. I mean, we did our business. We did our work in the gym. You know, I know what needs to be done. He knows what I'm capable of doing. And, you know, we sometimes, you know, we can't have our dad with us all the time. We can't have our peoples with us all the time helping us out. We got to do it on our own. That's us, you know, having to grow as men. Sometimes you got to just do things on your own. So I'm respecting the decision that they made. And how they're not making it a big, you know, they're not dragging along, trying to, you know, make it a whole stressful situation. Because it also could be really stressful if you're really trying to, you know, get the access granted to go out there and you can't. That's gonna mess up with the fighter's mind. So it's a smart decision that they made to just, you know, let Devin go out there and handle business.
You being from Brooklyn, and I hate to harp on this Haney situation, but you are from Brooklyn. You know Zab and Yoel. Yoel's actually allowed, and he's there. And as of right now, he will be the head trainer. What's your thoughts? You know him better than us.
Yeah. Well, Yoel is actually Devin's godfather as well. Yoel is my man. He's great. You know, he's at an undisputed world champ himself as Zab Judah. So I feel like, you know, with the experience,
and he fought an Australian with Costa Zoo.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So I feel like with the experience that Yoel is bringing, you know, and Yoel knows Devin a lot as well too. I feel like, you know, it's not gonna really be much of a difference going into that ring. Devin knows what he needs to do. Devin looks sharp. He gonna go in there and handle business, and I wish the best for him.
I got a bunch of questions from the people, so anything you got, you go first, and then I'll get to Patreon.
It was funny. He mentioned everything that Bill was telling us. He's like, look, I prepared him his whole life for this moment. Yeah. He's like, of course I want to be there, but the work has been put in already, so... It was just funny that you look at it that way, given that, even though, I mean, your father's always been there, and I know you and your father have a very close relationship as well. So, Ness, just wanted to say that Costa Zoo Zab fight, that was... He's
not Australian, but he was raised in Australia.
No, I know. I'm saying, but that was here, though.
Oh, really?
Yes, that was in Vegas.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that was in Vegas.
So we got David Maldonado in New York City. Says, what's up, champ? Who you have winning between Teofimo Lopez versus Josh Taylor, being that this fight is under discussion? Ooh. It's going to be at 140, though.
Oh, okay.
That's if Taylor doesn't move up and Teo is moving up.
Okay. Well, now I feel like Teo probably got like a chip on his shoulder. You know, I feel like a lot of people are trying to write Teo off because of the fight against Kambosos. But I think the only thing that messed up Teo in that fight was the mentality that he had going into it. You see the first round, he was trying to take Kambosos' head off. And I feel like Kambosos had a lot of respect for him going into the fight, but once Kambosos dropped him, he felt like he had control going in like towards the end of the fight. So I felt like that was a major difference in Kambosos winning the fight. If he approached that fight differently, I felt like he would have beat Kambosos. But yes, this is Josh Taylor fight. I am pretty confident that Teofimo would do work. That's a great fight though. Josh Taylor is great in his own right as well. Undisputed champ as well. But it's something that Teofimo, he has that equalizer, man, that power. Josh Taylor has that technicality. I feel like that fight will be a great fight, but I'm going with Teo.
All right. We have Rue in a 504 New Orleans. He says, now that you've gotten some fights at the professional level, what in your opinion can be improved with the USA boxing amateur and Olympic system?
Well, I feel like, to be honest, around this time, the amateurs for the U.S. team, they're actually starting to get into a little rhythm with learning how to fight with the impressing the judges and fighting these overseas people, because as you've seen these last two Olympics, we've been producing medals. 2016, we had Shakur Stevenson with the silver, Nico Hernandez with the bronze, and Clarissa Shields with the gold. Then with this last one, we had about 3 silver medals with Richard Torres, Duke Reagan, and Keyshawn, and then the bronze with O'Shea Jones. So listen, they're actually doing much better now, and to be honest, I feel like they should just keep doing what they're doing.
We have Brandon Maurice in Cincinnati says, "Sup, champ? You are my favorite fighter out of all the next generation youngins coming up. Your last 2 highlights have been sensational.
Thank you.
What are your thoughts on the New York City drill music scene and the violence that has come with it, and what can be done to stop it?"
I don't want to, because I feel like we're going back into the, what's that? The Straight Outta Compton joint with NWA and how they blaming the music for all of this stuff. Man, you have all of these shooting games. You got Grand Theft Auto out. You got all of these crazy different games, and you're not blaming the violence on that, and you're just blaming it on the music. Like, I don't know. I can't blame the music that we listen to for all of these things that's happening. There's all different type of music that talk about suicide and stuff like that, and all of this different heavy metal stuff, and talk about evil stuff, and people don't try to, blame the things that's happening in this world on that type of music. So they just quick to throw the New York drill stuff and try to blame it on that. Like, nah, like people, I just feel like these artists and that's out here making their music, doing this New York drill, keep doing what they're doing, and it should still be, loved just as equally as any other type of genre, and not be blamed with the violence that's going on. People are just people. People are gonna do what they do, and it has nothing to do with the music.
All right. I got James Valdez in San Antonio, Texas, that says, "What's the backstory behind the nickname Shu Shu?"
Yeah. A lot of people ask me this, like, "Oh, what's Shu Shu? What's Shu Shu?" Because it's such a unique name or whatever. But it's honestly just a baby name. Like my parents, like I'm a junior, I'm Bruce Carrington Jr., and my dad and my mom, they just always called me Shu Shu around the house. But you know how like sometimes like you want to go on Google and find like what a secret meaning of your name is. So I did that one day, and I found the Egyptian meaning to it as the one who rises above all. So I'm throughout the duration of my career, I'm hoping that that continues to fit in.
All right, we got Scott, the Christian Fight fan, says, "What's up, champ? Thanks for blessing the best boxing podcast on the planet, The Boxing Voice. How many national titles did you win in total in the amateurs?"
Well, surprisingly, to be honest, I was actually kind of a late bloomer in terms of like winning nationals. I ain't really win that many national tournaments. I kind of felt like I always had a pro style in the amateurs, so I didn't really get a fair shake with a lot of different decisions that I felt like I won. So I only have like 3 national titles, man. But I got the ones that I won, the ones that was just most important. I won the USA Nationals, I won the National PAL tournament, and then I won the Olympic trials. So it was just those tournaments that was just really important. I won those, and I also in the Olympic trials I won the best boxer of the award.
Nice
tournament. So
Tank versus Rolly. What's your thoughts? And that's from the best dad ever in Baltimore.
Yeah, I was waiting on that one. That's actually gonna be, I feel like, a more competitive fight for Tank than a lot of people are gonna expect, because the way how Rolly fights, you can't prepare for a dude like him. The way how he throws his punches, and he might throw an elbow here and might try to grab you and toss you over here and all this different type of stuff. It's like that's a type of style that you can't really prepare for, because I've never seen anybody fight like Rolly. And then Rolly has that power. He's much bigger than Tank in terms of his size and everything like that. I feel like, it's going to be a pretty interesting fight. It's definitely not going to go 12 rounds. Both of these guys hate each other. But it's something, I don't know what it is about Rolly. Like, he's talking so confident, like he knows something, like he's seen something in Tank, like that he might exploit.
Bro, his trainer Bullet
Yeah.
came in, sat right there, and said he put 25,000 on a knockout for Rolly.
That's crazy. Yeah. But Tank, man, Tank is Tank at the end of the day. He's a great boxer.
You haven't had a chance to spar him yet?
I sparred Tank. Yeah, I sparred Tank before. Definitely. Back in like 2017.
Okay.
I was definitely, yeah. Now Tank, he's the reason why they call him Tank. He punching like that.
Everybody says that.
Nah, he punching like that for real. So, the dude, he's very smart. And one thing I learned from the sparring, he's not just, just a guy that just all power. He can box. Like, he's definitely showcased that when he fought Isaac Cruz, Pitbull, when he just had that one hand and, he had to use his boxing ability. But, he's very smart. He knows when to come in. He knows how to play the clock. He knows how to use his little feints and everything to stop you in your tracks and get his, counter punches going and everything like that. But I feel like that could probably edge him in the fight. But, man, it's going to be something interesting to watch. Rolly done sold this fight crazy. All of the scandalous stuff that's been going on with them two, man, it's been crazy, and I'm all eyes. I wish I was home to watch it, bro. It's gonna be in the Barclays Center, May 28th. I wish I was home to watch it. It'd have been crazy because it's the first fight in the Barclays Center since the pandemic. Yeah. Wow. So I already know
it's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be lit.
And it's Tank
I'm
too.
missing
So.
it. Yeah. Baltimore, they're gonna bring buses up there to go and watch that.
Let me
fight.
tell you, this is gonna be. I've been to New York a lot, and I've been to the Garden plenty. First fight that I'm gonna go to at Barclays.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be my first fight. Let me ask you something real quick though. Do you?
Wait. I just want you to know, 25,000 on Rolly by knockout, money line. You don't have to pick knockout because there's no prop available. Just money line. How much you think you make off of 25?
He got to be probably at least a plus 300. So I'd say 75 plus your 25 back.
You can make $180,000 on Rolly.
So he like a plus what? 700.
725 minus plus 725 720
by money,
and that's not knockout.
That's money line.
That's money line. That's any way he wins.
Crazy.
Disqualification, knockout, decision. Really quick, Shu, I want to ask, you remember what you was doing December 2016?
December 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, refresh my memory.
You was in Kansas City for a tournament.
Okay.
And
okay.
in that tournament, you fought a guy named Jose Macias. Does that ring a bell?
Jose Macias. I think he was like, if I'm not mistaken, I think I fought him my first fight out there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the first fight. Yeah, I remember.
Well, he commented, he's watching this, and he said future world champ Shu Shu fought him in the amateurs, 132 pounds back in 2016.
Yeah. That's what's up. It was good, my man. It was good.
So definitely you've been putting in work for some time now.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
It
ain't just new. But Shu, I know you got your documentary. Yeah. I want you to put that out there before we let you go.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, I have a 30-minute documentary of myself. You guys can see the struggle that I've gone through in terms of things that's going on in my life growing up in Brownsville. It's called Brownsville Born. You guys can watch that on brownsvilleborn.com. Definitely give me y'all feedback and let me know how y'all like it.
Never ran?
Never will.
There you go.
Let everybody know where they can find you before we do cut out.
Yeah. You guys can follow me on my Instagram, Bruce_Carrington, my Twitter, B_Carrington1. And I'll be fighting June 18th. Y'all go ahead and tune in ESPN Plus, June 18th, Madison Square Garden. You guys are going to see another show, and I hope to give y'all another crowd-pleasing performance.
And if you're in the tri-state area, make sure to get your tickets.
I was going to just say.
He will be part of the very exciting, and I can't wait, unification fight at light heavy between Joe Smith and obviously Beterbiev. So
yeah. And anybody that's flying in, or if you're not even in the tri-state area, you guys trying to get y'all tickets, y'all go ahead and click the link in my bio, in my Instagram or my Twitter. Y'all lock yourselves in and become part of the Team Carrington movement.
Let's go. We're going to take a quick...
if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out get these questions answered and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.